Theme song.
Welcome back to the Sean Connery wife punching tutorial video.
I feel we should kickstart that and make that into an actual game. You know, Sean Connery is just beats up women.
Yeah, it's just women are, and they're not attacking him either.
He's just going through a mall and that one
It's
annoys him. Oh, you've annoyed me, Lassie.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a lot bigger than most women, but I just don't see a lot of value to fucking hitting them.
Dude, I don't. That's called normal thought process, my man. It's not a fucking. You know, I don't just walk through the shop and go, I'd really like to punch that woman.
It's important if you're gonna help, like, because you can't cure something you've incorrectly diagnosed. And so I'm trying to like wrap my head around it. I mean, I think it's just insecurity and a lack of the ability, a kind of dumb animal inability to deal with the idea that somebody else is a living being that has its own thoughts and ideas and therefore is, impossible to control.
Pretty much.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't expect to be able to control other people, so it just doesn't really occur to me. Although it's weird, that's another weird thing too, is because, like, fucking women do make themselves doormats sometimes. Like, I find myself yelling, like, sometimes, like, not yelling as in, like, you stupid whore, but, like, yelling, like, don't, have a personality and stick to it. Don't fucking yield just because fucking I say something.
Yield! I want an eternal power struggle.
Yeah. Like, it should be mostly a free-form argument with occasional kisses. Like, I think that happens a lot. Like, women, it's like how I gotta, like when a chick's around, you're like, oh, I can lift things and I'm useful. I think women just sort of like have like the counter, sort of instinct to that, where it's like, oh, I gotta look, sort of harmless and retarded. It's just like, don't do that. Like, just don't. Keep your personality there. Otherwise, you're only gonna wind up fucking, fucking retards. I've only got so much fucking, pity for you if you do that.
And trust me, I fucked a lot of retards.
Yeah, like, I've been like... I'm kind of like the Oporto of shitty boyfriends. Like, I'm... not terrible, but also, you can't eat me for every fucking meal. Because, like, the entire time when I was, like, drunk and shit, and just... like, I'd be there explaining, like, no, don't fucking... don't just be this fucking doormat. Don't, do the fucking fix thing where it's like, oh, I'll just put up with him. It's just like, you gotta, don't. That took me by surprise when we were first recording.
Hello!
Yeah, I leapt out of my skin at that. Because literally, like, the camera cuts, it's just like, here he comes. And that, I just wasn't ready. Like, I'm not saying you should learn to fight because you have to, like, occasionally duck infiltration, throwing fucking fists at you, because you shouldn't have to deal with that bullshit.
No.
But, like, just in a general, like, you don't have to be a fucking... You'll have an instinct to be a doormat, and you gotta fucking ignore that. It's like, sometimes I have the instinct to just, like, fucking squeeze people who annoy me until they stop moving. And that's not healthy. Like, that's not a positive way to teach or to,
See, I have the urge just to take
tasks.
shits off large obs.
That scared the shit out of me too. You're just like fucking Spider-Man's down from fucking nowhere.
Just putting these in, while these big monsters swinging at it.
Infiltration rushing at his wife. Wife.
I didn't.
That's what
he didn't
the
win. He
T-virus
came
is
second.
just-
Now he has to practice. That's why
The T-virus is just
sparring. He's getting his
concentrated
practice.
toxic masculinity. Yeah, I mean, that's the funniest thing about the fucking, infiltration thing too, is apparently, like, yeah, he was angry because he lost a fucking tournament. It's like...
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's, like, even coming second is still money, dude. And, like... I mean, punching a woman's not going to teach you to not drop combos. I don't think, like, she's not a hitbox. You're not going to fucking get better execution.
Maybe he's switching to Tekken. He was juggling her. Ring out.
Ring out. Domestic violence needs ring outs. I think that'd just solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like, until
Once
we can...
you're knocked off the fucking stage.
Yeah, until we can, like, fucking fix this on a broader cultural level, I think we just have to institute ring outs.
Ring outs and health bars. So you just don't take it too far, She's in red, dude. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well, I mean, like, the growing up in Goodner around, like, fucking ferals was fun, because, like, out there you got women that have, like, you know, they're skinny, but they don't have a lot of quit in them. Like, cause I've seen like fucking like these crazy fucking like berserker savage women who start the fights. Like, that's the funniest part. They're like fucking, you know. And there was this particular couple. There was this kind of rail thin woman and her fat like kind of bikery looking boyfriend. And every now and then, like, the cops would show up and they'd just arrest who won. Like, that was how you knew who to arrest. Was like the winner. You just the winner wins a night and lock up. And then it's just like, oh, well, no one's pressing charges or doing anything, so fuck it. But, like, sometimes the fucking chick would win, because he was, like, big and strong, but holy fuck, she had him on reach and speed. And, like, you'd see him, like, swatting these big paws for her head, and, you know, she's got fists up, she's ducking. It's like watching young Tyson. You know, she's just fucking just laying into him, and, like, you know, it's that great thing of you can see his health bar lowering as his face gets turned to this fucking squished up pudding. Just gradually, like, none of these are big knockouts. Like, she's not rattling his jaw enough to put him down. But, you know, every hit, it's just like, and his cheek's a bit more swollen, and one eye's a bit cut. He's getting tired, you know, his cardio's for shit. She's still on first wind, you know, she's not even fucking exhausted yet. Whap it her, whap it her, whap it her.
One of my favorite, like, fighting, like, just ghetto videos all the time is those white chicks going at it and the one that throws the shovel into the back of their head.
Yeah, no, that...
Just that donk. Yeah.
That's fucking dangerous, that.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
You know, you see it on TV and shit. It does not take a lot to fucking, you know, mess up a human brain with an object.
God, no, especially not a shovel.
Yeah, like a shovel.
That thing can also kill you one of two ways. Either brain damage or the sharp edge can just cut your neck off.
Just cut your fucking, you know, cut
Straight
something
through.
You don't want cut.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw much in the way of weapon usage. It was all fairly... I did see, like... Okay, so there was this couple living, like, down the bottom in the fucking block of, like, housing commission flats that Dad lives at. And there was this kind of feral Aboriginal lady who looked like the fucking Oracle woman from fucking Dark Crystal.
Fantastic.
And... she was, like, small, so she was, like, 5'5" and just, like, bristle, like, this, you know, this woman's had a hard life. And, like, I mention her ethnicity because, like, there's two distinctly feral accents, and one of them's feral white and feral Aborigine, and they're slightly different. Like, feral Aborigine women just sound like crows, like, shrieking at you. It's fucking nuts. And somehow, and I've fucking yet to ever figure out how, her boyfriend was this 6'7" Scottish dude with a really thick Scottish accent. Yeah, so one night, like, I'm fucking sleeping, like, on Dad's, like, floor. And so the fucking, you know, this is in the lounge room, and the lounge room's, you know, the glass doors open so I'm not, like, melting. It's in summer, and that just opens up onto the fucking foyer area, so you can kind of hear shit. And it's like, oh yeah, 2 a.m, the fucking domestic kicks off. Except... it's this fucking wasted Scottish dude, like, screaming in his, like, fucking thick Scottish accent, "Ah, help, she's hitting me!" And then just... like, effectively, like this dude's getting beat up by a Yoko Ono album. And, like, just... it's hard not to laugh at, like, this thick Scottish accent going, "Ah, help, she's got a bit of wood!" And, like, me looking outside now because I need to see this. And, like, just... you know, because it's like Balinese shadow puppets. Like, you can only see the outlines and shit. And it's just like this fucking, you know, murderer crows doing a Hacksaw Jim Duggan impression. Because she's got a 2x4. I don't know fucking where from. It was like it's a weirdly clean bit of fucking wood. And she's chasing him around. And she's like tiny, so she can't even get up to his head. So she's kind of just bopping him around and shit. Going, please, somebody help me. And I was like, and it's like, you know, I've thought about this for fucking years. And it's terrible. But... God, please, somebody help me. It just made me laugh my fucking ass off. I think it's an issue of just, you know, I'm moderately desensitized to it, and he's like, you know, he's like nearly 7 foot, so I'm not all that concerned for his health. So it's like, it's just, you know, now it's just kind of fucking funny. Like, you could work my body for a long time before it would be, you know, it's not something that'd be that big a concern. But, like, you know, I'm fucking already giggling a little bit, but then, like, you know, finally the police show up, and I know it's the police because I can hear them talking at, like, a normal volume. But, like, I can't make out what they're saying, so it's just like... and then, you know, you find out that, like... because the woman's still angry, and, like, so she's just... voice is still just at fucking top scream. And she's just sort of like, you know, he was meant to come home and give me a root. And now I'm paying attention, and the police are still like, no, they're, you know, they're just like, and then I'm a sexual woman. And that's what the fight's been about. Like, she came home for some fucking, and he was hammered. Like, he'd already fucking polished off the fucking booze, and you know, just couldn't get it up. And, you know, they take him away, get his fucking, you know, he wasn't even, like, they just took him for observations and shit, because I find this out later, because, you know, when they're both sober, they're fairly normal people. It's just, you know, when they're batshit drunk, it's like you get the best of degenerate drunk Scottish behavior with, like, Australia's finest drunken Aboriginal bullshit.
I'm amazed that you shot that dog around the fucking barrel.
I was monstrously offended when I was first playing through this, because I just wanted to blow the dogs up, and I was like, well, this bump shook, ow! And I was...
You curved that bullet.
I'm a bullet bender. Like... She still lives there. I don't think he is with her anymore. Which is sad. I mean, oh, you know.
What a lovely couple, you know. Too drunk to get it up.
They're just like the opposites, though. Like, I don't know what happened. And love finds a way, I suppose.
Dude, drunken sex finds a way, I'd bet you.
I mean, like, for real, though. That would look like someone trying to fucking
You're one of the survivors from
rub
the
a
rescue team,
mannequin
right?
made of jerky onto
I just ran
Yahtzee.
into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
There was another time where, like,
Hey, I'm no ordinary.
the
sir.
really kind
I'm
of...
a member of Star.
There was a transgender woman who lived in the top floor with her kind of lesbian girlfriend, but, like, she spent her money on heroin instead of fucking, you know, the hormones.
Oh,
So,
lordy.
it was just... This is just legit kind of looked like me with, like, semi-tits. And one time they were having this fucking fight, and, like, she climbed over the edge of the railing for some weird reason. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it was for. And this is this is like 4 stories up. And we come out and we're just looking, and you just see this person hanging. And they've realized, like, because they're only, you know, because they're still moving because they've only just moved their foot. So they're hanging by their upper body strength, and they've, like, realized, oh, it's actually hard to support your whole weight if you haven't practiced.
So, Jill, did you decide to help us
So
out?
she hangs on for, like, literally a fifth of a second, then just goes, "Ah!" and just hits the ground. And me, my cousin, and my friend were there watching, and I'll never forget because my cousin spins around and just goes, and, like, because you can't get caught laughing at this sort of shit, because now they'll want to talk to you for some reason.
Boy, you fucking can't. What are you laughing at?
Because it's what I just saw is more than my brain can process or handle.
How long ago was this?
Oh look, Mike Pence is going to help us stop the zombies.
We're moving to the clock tower area.
Battle Mike Pence comes with everything you see here. Taser, cure the gaze.
Yeah,
Stun gun to cure the gaze at a distance.
How long ago was this?
This was in like 2002. This was like pretty soon after we'd moved in. They're long gone now.
Damn, that's fucking...
That's 16 years ago.
Yeah,
It was
man.
nice. Yeah, this is a
Because, like, that's what... I was thinking about this the other day, because when I used to live at Auchenflower, the BP there at Milton, you know, the one next to McDonald's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a guy who worked there who was transitioning.
Yeah.
And, like, this was one of the earliest people I can recall seeing going through a transition.
Yeah.
Like, in my adult life. Like, this is ages ago. And I bring it up because, like, someone I know was at Milton the other day, and he's like, oh, I saw this, you know, this transgender person, blah, blah, and it sounded like exactly this person.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, whoa, like, fuck, I haven't thought of that person in so long.
It's impressive once the hormones have got at it. Like, because there is a period there where the hormones are still haven't, like, fucking, you know, done the job yet. And you do just look like me in a dress. Like, and that's,
Oh, yeah, it's...
You know.
It's quite an amazing thing, like, to
Fucking
see.
hormones, man. Well, it's like the opposite of when chicks, like, bodybuilder chicks do loads of steroids. Because all steroids are is basically, like, you know, one of the forms of steroids. I think the anabolics are, like, just effectively synthetic testosterone. So you dose yourself up with that, and, you know, don't get me wrong, you'll get ripped. But, if you're a woman, you're gonna, like, basically look like a fucking dude by the end of it.
See, the thing that, like, scares me the most about, like, transitions and stuff is proportions. Like, I have large feet and large
That's one of the
hands.
things, yeah. There's a few
Like-
things, like, because it's kind of sad, because, like, female to male, like, you can't tell the difference. Because the female is the default form, so if you dose that up with testosterone, it just goes, oh, yeah, okay, and just prints out a dude, effectively. But it's really hard to turn a vagina into a penis. medically, that's just, so surgically, that's just off the fucking, plate. Whereas, like, for a dude to fully transition, there's forehead surgeries, like, there's all sorts of shit.
Well, there's stuff like, cause, like, you can get things shaved off, like, bits of your hands and
I know,
stuff.
it's just, like, so much, like,
Yeah.
you gotta, like, like, cause I didn't know that you did fucking do the forehead thing, and I was reading about that the other day. And I was
Yeah,
like, that seems like,
that's crazy.
I mean, I don't know, I suppose, like, it's better than, like, the old days where it was just like, we'll tuck it back, like.
yeah.
Cause that's, again, that's just what it was. It was like, what are you gonna do about it? I think one of the earliest transitioning surgeries, it was in the 30s or something like that, but they were gonna attempt a fucking uterus transplant, which...
For what?
Yeah, that would not have worked.
That would have
but,
been
like,
interesting in the 30s. Wow.
I mean, there was an emperor of Rome who had like an open call for any doctor who could turn him into a woman, and it's probably just for the best they didn't try that, because that was like, that was
people would have died.
Oh yeah, no, that was prior to really good knives, let alone anesthetic.
Also,
And if you want some fun, research fucking surgery prior to anesthetic. That's right. I shove a fat person over and I feel good about me. Look at that. You should try transitioning to skinny, you fat shit. Suppose you just take some fucking speed for that, really. I understand the temptation of things like that.
Look,
steroids and speed, like, cause I'm like, I gotta jog more, and it's like, if I just took a bunch of steroids and speed, fuck, I'd be ripped. But it's like, that shit had that, you're taking out a loan against the future there.
When your city is filled with statues that have blinking lights that lower books of statues' hands, I think you're a bit... Because that was just in a public park.
I know, like, does this council have other people on it? Like,
Can I walk around just pressing buttons in the city? Like, will
there
anyone
are some
stop me?
areas of Brisbane that just look suspicious as fuck. Like, there's a few places where it's just like, oh yeah, that looks like a raccoon. That looks like a goddamn, umbrella.
There is.
Fucking bit of bullshit.
There's a few parts near King George Square that look like they'll open puzzle rooms.
Yeah. There's one in, like, this park sort of in between the city and the valley. There's this big park, and there's this fucking caged little outcrop of bricks, just a stairwell that just goes down to, like, something, and I'm desperate to want to know what's inside. And it's just, because all it does is go beneath, like, a fucking park. I'm like,
But still...
yeah, but, like, what's down there?
Yeah.
Like, what are you hiding under the park?
I'm scared now, thanks.
Yeah, things are gonna get you in the night,
Fucking great.
you know?
Rob Zombie's gonna get me, thanks. Dude, he lives under my bed, alright?
Yeah.
He's got nowhere else to go. Like, he's...
I wish he'd stop making movies or get better at making movies.
I
It's
know,
kind of a
right?
disappointment, because, like, there's a... House of a Thousand Corpses is fairly terrible, but in a fun way. And... then there was The Devil's Rejects, which is just... It was almost hateful, really. Like, it was just a struggle to get through that stupid fucking movie. I'm kind of annoyed at that, because I feel like he could probably be better at this. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, this person's had a dream to do this thing for ages. It's like, oh, this would be fun to see. And then it's like, oh, it's bad. Like, wow. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't pursue dreams. I'd rather, I'd rather fucking die thinking I could be good at something than knowing I suck nuts at it, especially if I think about it all the goddamn time.
Yeah,
like, imagine dreaming about, you just think about it all the time, then you get your shot, and you're just like, well, that's piss.
You don't fucking need a dream, because we've got proof right here. You're the best at Resident Evil. It's just
I
fucking
suppose-
proof.
I
You've already
suppose.
conquered life.
Yeah, but that's a laurel I've rested on for quite some time now,
yes,
I feel like
that's
I feel like I've got to branch out into other forms of success.
You should write an award-winning novel.
Okay. I'll write it about, like, awards.
Yeah, and I'll give you the award.
I didn't specify the award.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Where did these cunts come from?
Yeah. You weren't here a second ago. Substation. I can't remember the ending of this game. Like, I don't remember anything past this point, really.
This one, the 3 is probably the one I've played the least. 3 of the main ones, like I know there's like the Outbreak and Survivors ones, but I've never really bothered to sort of play them. There's a few that are, there's a few on the PS2, like...
I want to play the Outbreak
I think
ones
they're the
one day.
Outbreaks, yeah. I might give them a look.
Yeah,
I've heard they're multiplayer
Yeah,
specific.
they are multiplayer, yeah. You can get them hooked up and working with the LAN system.
Does it have to be a LAN? Is it...
You can do it over the internet, too.
Yeah, that's cool. This is me putting the wisdom in the thing, but then, like, the wisdom doesn't do anything, and then I get upset, and now I don't know how the puzzle works.
Yeah,
Because look, you think something could happen, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but
And then
nothing
fucking
happens.
Nothing happens. And it's like, well, Fuck.
Outbreak and Outbreak 2 are PS2 games that use the PlayStation Network adapter.
Jesus Christ.
And at the time in Australia, I don't think it even functioned. I don't even
Well, it's
think
like,
you
no,
could
there's
get it.
there's lots of shit like that where it's like, oh, this sounds great and not functioning in Australia. Like that PlayStation streaming service where it's just like, what's that? Oh, it just doesn't function in your country.
Yeah.
Because your shitheaded goddamn Liberal Party decided to just, lie about the NBN. And what used to be better, faster, cheaper is now fit for purpose. Which is a fucking joke. It's not even that. I hate this place.
Pretty much. So yeah, you chose
Pentecostal
Outbreak let you choose one of 4 characters, and it was multiplayer, up to 4 people.
I feel like we'll have to figure that out because I haven't played that. So.
I haven't played it either.
Oh, there you go.
So.
Because I feel like after being really good at Resident Evil, 'cause I'm gonna be really good at Code Veronica as well. We'll need to we'll need to go in raw.
Oh,
My favorite way of going in.
yeah. Which I feel like a Resident Evil style of game like this, multiplayer, would be cool.
Well, isn't that just effectively didn't that effectively be what 5
Yeah.
was? Like, isn't it just 5, but like
Well, sort of, yeah.
without the planning and organization?
Yeah, pretty much. 5 was the action game variant of it.
Oh, yeah.
So you take away most of the action and you've got Outbreak. Take away the fun stuff and you have...
I just realized in that last thing there's a poster for a movie called Biohazard 4.
Oh. There you go.
Didn't see that.
For those...
Oh yeah, that's where I see where it says coon sewage in the top left corner.
For those who are not
I see you,
cultured like
Capcom. I know what you're up
us,
to. Yeah, the rest of you.
Biohazard Biohazard is the Japanese name for the game.
The glorious folded 9 times. Oh, there's me reloading.
That's the thing we saw earlier.
I think he's got a big mong head. Like, what's up with that? 'Cause I don't think that's the
That's
same
the
one.
thing from Shape of Water.
Oh yeah, I should fuck it. It's just a bestiality movie, people. If you think Shape of Water was a good movie, go watch 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, because that's an actually good movie.
I haven't watched either.
I doubt you'd enjoy either.
Probably not, no.
I mean, Shape of Water is a bestiality movie for bizarre, lonely leg-beard chicks, and the 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a complex meditation on coping with the rape and murder of your teenage daughter.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one, thanks.
Yeah, that's...
Does
That's
it have
not-
Adam Sandler making fart noises in it? Then hard
I know.
pass.
Your daughter has been found burned alive.
That's a bad.
That's a bad. I want to do that now. I want the money to make just terrible movies. 'Cause
Adam
I've been talking about
Sandler
this with a
movies.
housemate, where it's just like, yeah, I want to do a 100% serious fucking like Holocaust movie, but starring Carrot Top. And Keira Knightley's in it, and the rest of it's very sensible. It's not Carrot Top being a fucking being Carrot Top. It's him acting. Like the whole thing has to be just done and played.
I don't think he can show an
straight.
emotion in his face. He's on too many steroids.
Yeah. Do you feel like everyone making fun of him kind of like forced that?
I don't know. All I know is I'm
Look,
terrified.
all those crows fly into a wall, and then die. That is stellar to me.
All I know is I'm scared of Carrot Top coming into my house at night and wrecking up the place.
He looks like flesh tone Blanca.
Who could stop him?
Oh, well, he's skin Blanca. Like, he looks like flesh tone Blanca.
I can't stop Skin Blanca.
I mean, it depends on whether he's mastered electricity.
Dude, I mean, he's roided out.
Yeah.
He's got prop comedy. We're fucked.
Does he still do the shows?
I'm sure he still has the props.
Yeah.
Like, you don't give them away.
Well, I suppose, considering they're synthetic, his muscles are props. I mean, I don't mean synthol synthetic, but, like, if you're using steroids, you're fucking cheating. And I mean, yeah, you can, like, cycle for reasons and stuff, but, like, we're not talking about The Rock putting mass onto... Jesus, titties! Putting mass on to fucking do a roll. We're talking about, like, just a private citizen having steroids in him for, there's no real reason.
Steroids, they make
Be
your jump
big without
not
the
work.
fucking, yeah, it's not representative of real work. Just a monstrous goon.
I mean, Carrot Top. Have you seen him? Goon is the #1 word I'd use to describe that man.
He should be in a slasher movie.
Yeah, I can
like
see
we should
that.
make a slasher movie about us making fun of Carrot Top and he finally loses his shit. And then like, yeah, he's just in your house under your bed. Because I think just as he looks now, like he could just be quite effective. Like not even a mask.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I mean, how's he looking these days? Because the thing about steroid muscle is if you don't keep that shit up and you stop fucking working out, or stop. You know, if you lose the ability to maintain it, that you know, you come back with boy tits. I mean, the whole fucking you know.
Oh, but it's just like
It looks like he started transitioning to female, but then got halfway and changed his mind, and then went back hard. And it's like, because he's got a very ladylike face.
yeah.
Looks like the kid from Mask got fixed. Is he still like fucking Jesus? It's creepy looking. Is he still?
Oh,
doing
he's got a
comedy?
soul patch.
Is he still doing like comedy?
Have a look. Carrot Top.
So I can't. I mean, I don't think it was funny to begin with. There's something about a really just mongo steroid ripped dude trying to be funny is just. You know, who do you think you are, Andrew Dice Clay? Alright. Time to attach a hose.
He was in Sharknado. The fourth.
I don't think Sharknado movies count. They're effectively like a retirement plan for shit people. Like, I just look the other way. I do think, oh, okay, I got the next movie talkie.
I think he still does them comedy. Yeah.
I just realized what the next movie talkie is.
Yeah, he's currently doing shows in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's weird. I feel like Las Vegas will just put any old cunt on. Aaron, I want you to Google chairman of the board.
I just saw that, but I just fucking saw Jocelyn fucking Waldenstein.
Oh yeah, the
And-
cat lady.
Yeah.
You should find those
Scary.
two brothers who look like microwaved Ken dolls.
Are we really gonna watch Chairman of the Board?
Yeah, Aaron,
Oof.
that's, you know.
Oof, that's a.
Generally, I have a rule about, like, not doing comedies, because I think you wind up sort of, like, other people doing jokes and you trying to be funny, sort of like, it's like wearing glasses and aren't prescribed to you. But I think in the terms of chairman of the board, I think it'll work perfectly fine.
Carrot Top plays a surfer in that movie, and that hurts enough alone.
Not just a surfer, Aaron. What happens to that surfer? What wacky event
He
befalls him?
becomes the chairman of the board, Gabriel.
I bet it's like a stuffy business incorporated
Oh, of
business.
course. They just need to lighten up and have fun.
Ah.
Oh, man. Wait, we don't have to do this.
Yes, we do. Doc, it is your destiny.
Hurry.
If I'd been bitten, I'd just put a motorcycle helmet on and just go for a walk. Because then I can just wander around and, like, I'm not a harm to anybody.
Kill me.
Yeah.
You ever just fire a gun at your zombie friend and go, yeah?
Absolutely, all the time.
Look at that. Oh, look at that death
Yeah.
sequence. I like how most of this game is just following a Spanish guy's emotions around a city. Alright, we get it. You're European.
Carlos!
Spicy wiener.
Fuck. Jack Black was skinny once.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, look up young Jack Black. Like,
didn't know he was
Yeah, no,
skinny.
he was like rail thin. I think there's a movie he's in where like fucking Sean Penn rapes or murders somebody. He's in that. It was one of his first movies. And he's like fucking skinny as fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like because I think you can be skinny and funny, but like, hello, Safsprin, put it in you. Yeah, so the game actually has a fun little puzzle here where you gotta like, you know, hack your way into the computer and you gotta like, how do we do that? And it's like, it's a fucking, you know, it's a word that's important, and then you can watch the Safsprin ad. And if you can't piece those things together, you're a shoo and you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
I wish I didn't have to vote.
Voting's important.
I know it's important.
See, every time someone says they wish I didn't have to vote, a king gets its wings.
Oh, don't trust me. Fucking, I vote in this country because it's fucked. But I'm just saying, if we had a perfect society where we were in control,
I think we need to abduct and elect The Rock. Then we wouldn't have to vote ever again, because we'd have that
I
problem
want The
solved.
Rock to be king of Australia. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We need a king.
Well, we need The Rock.
Yeah.
Here's me inputting it incorrectly.
Saffron.
Saffron. What the fuck's saffron? I mean, honestly.
You're like, what the fuck?
I'm such a dumbass. I'm a
Well,
big dummy.
I mean, you're here to play Resident Evil,
Yeah.
not play fucking spelling
yeah,
bee.
not
Like,
play fucking Hackers starring Angelina Jolie. I'd like to play Hackers starring Angelina Jolie. I think that was like the last time she was genuinely attractive and didn't kind of look like a mutant.
I don't know. I'm scared of her lips eating me.
Yeah. I never found her really all that attractive. It's the same as like fucking Keira Knightley. You know, she just looks like a real doll that's been magicked to
Keira
life.
Knightley she exudes the asshole vibe to me. She just, it feels like she'd be a real asshole.
Always looks like she's just annoyed she smelled dog shit somewhere.
Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen here.
Oh, you know, just checking on the liquid nitrogen pipes. The usual.
Warning, no smoking. I love emergency exit wall.
Emergency exit painted on.
Stop eating up.
See, this is fun. And I mean, this is one of the things that, like, the other games sort of missed is, like, they can make a boss out of lots as opposed to one big. And so this is like what happens in zombie movies. I will fucking, a bunch of them come crashing through the goddamn windows sometimes. Because you know what's not zombie-proof? Blinds.
Blinds, yeah.
Venetian blinds. I mean, they'll tangle your cat. But, you know, they don't do very good for, like, a fucking, 80-kilo zombie.
You know what I think would stop zombies? Bead doors.
I thought you had to turn it, and it turns out you don't have to turn it. So I take a bite.
That's not your fault.
Yeah. And then I knock a guy over and poot the steam pipe out while they're all over confused. And manage to completely thwart some of the fun of this area, and I go, ah, fuck it. I'm just using good old Mr. Pistol.
I love how the steam did 0.
Absolutely nothing. Literally useless. But it's okay. Who needs steam power when you have a gun?
Well, Americans don't.
Yeah, well, that's American trains operate like, it's just like a bunch of pistols, and it just fires wildly into the ground, and
That's why you see when the wheels go around,
Yeah.
that's actually the noise of the pistols.
That's why they're called bullet trains.
Yeah.
I mean, they derail an awful lot because you can't just shoot rails. Like it's but that's the price of freedom, Aaron.
Of course. And there's the last bit of this little episode that we had to record because we weren't at a save point yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to stop there, and then I was like, oh wait, we haven't fucking saved it, and this is an old game, and I was like, I gotta play fucking more.
Yeah.
I was so upset about
You can't
that.
just turn it off.
Yeah, we'd hit 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, I'm clocking out for the day, Ralph. I have my time card. I fucking put it into the little machine that goes clomp on it, which in Aaron's house is a bird because he's like part the Flintstones.
I live like the Flintstones.
Yeah.
It's the best way to live, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you just haven't lived until you've taken a dump in a pelican.
Yeah, and then it licks your butthole clean. Like,
Pelican tongues are creepy though, dude. They're really rough. I actually don't enjoy
they've
that
got barbs
part.
on them.
Yeah.
You
That shit
get
goes
used to
hidden,
it.
that's
You get
upsetting.
used to it. Once it hits your G spot, oh.
Yeah, but like, it kind of, last time it pulled a hair out, and like, I mean, I appreciate getting clean as much as the next, fucking, health conscious person, but like, I don't want my ring hairs plucked.
Look,
Pete
Pete uses them as, like, floss.
Okay? Like, builds his nests.
Yeah.
Nest made entirely out of ass pubes.
When you think you've got a shitty job.
I don't want to do that in real life now.
What, have a pelican lick your bum
No,
hole?
not lick my ass. Just like sneak up on a sleeping pelican and just take a dump in its mouth.
I don't think its mouth will be open while it's asleep.
Alright, like, could you, because I've seen some birds sleep heavily, maybe the pelicans do. I think you could pry one open. just the idea of a pelican going, what the fuck?
To just wake it up to, ah!
Or maybe it'd be okay with it, because I've seen them eat, like, fucking, pigeons and shit. Like, apparently they'll just put anything in there.
I gotta say, I don't think they'd be happy with a 100-kilo solid block of man wrenching over in its gullet and taking a shit down it.
The people at Bribey will be very upset.
Yeah, you will be declared an enemy of the ocean.
I don't need that. I'm already the enemy of the land. Where will I go?
I'll look up sleeping pelicans now.
Yeah, Google how deeply do pelicans sleep if I want to shit in one's mouth.
You have been put on a list.
No, I don't deserve to get put on a list. I just want to know a simple fact. It's for a school assignment. Okay? I'm not gonna get yelled at over this. Just want to know if I can take a dump in a pelican's mouth. It's just a perfectly normal question that most adults, fucking have in their life.
No one seems to have covered that fact, Gabe, I gotta say.
Fuck. Well, see, there it is. I get to blaze some new science.
Yeah. And I may get to see a man get his ass bit by a pelican, so...
I think that'll only, like, help the process, though, because if it bites my ass, it's gonna effectively, like, all I have to do is a deep twerk into the ass bite, and then it's latched around the entire buttock.
That's true.
Then it's all it's done is, like, lock in the process.
It's sealed its own fate.
Sealed a lot of things.
You've activated my
Yeah.
trap card!
You've locked in the freshness.
Then you can, after you've dumped in its mouth, you can kill it, cook it, and then you'll have a purduckin.
I'm not gonna kill it. I want to know if it like flies away.
wonder
First of
what
all,
it
I want to
tastes
see.
like.
I want to see a fucking pelican fly away with my poo in its mouth.
I want to see a pelican fly away with a small child in its mouth.
One tried to eat my brother one
I
time.
know,
Like-
that's a fantastic story. I do
Like,
like
I
it.
have heard someone did tell me a story that one like fucking like just grabbed and abducted a chihuahua.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, which again, you know, there was a time when I wouldn't believe that, but I have seen one eat a fucking pigeon, and I just, you know, I never would've-
Dude, the way they look at things, I reckon they get that look in their eye like, I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah, that's going in the
Like,
mouth.
fuck it, why not? Because I've
This is
seen
what I-
one
yeah.
just sitting there eyeing something off for like ages, and then it just ran at it and ate it. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, that's what happened to my brother. Like, he was just like, you know, we were bribing. He was, you know, still at that infant stage where he's basically kind of like a cannellini bean.
I wish it was just last year. Oh, just last
Just
year.
last year.
Fucking ran
Just
over and
tried
tried
to
to
just
eat Ben.
I fucking dare a bird to try and eat me. I want that fight. Okay? I fucking dare you, birds. You hear me?
I don't want them to combine into some giant mega destructor fucking bird.
Still, I still think I'd win the fight. Because, like, the ibis hang around the backyard, but they all run away when they see me, because I think they can sense my strength. The curlews are there, but they're a bizarre animal. They're not really here for a fight.
Nah, they're just there to annoy you. Your day-to-day tasks and make weird noises.
Weird fucking nocturnal things. The best part is they, for some reason, stand out my housemate's window. And when he first moved in, he had no idea what the fuck it was, because it's really loud. And so, you know, you just mind your own business, and there's... Oh, what's that? Oh, there's just animals that scream outside your window. Welcome to the house.
Welcome to Australia.
Yeah.
Screaming animals.
Like, an eagle would hurt me, I know that, because its talons are sharp, but I would still just whip it into the ground and stomp on it. I mean, really, a cassowary is about the only fight that would be tough. But I reckon I could rear naked choke it. You just gotta dodge that first kick, because
think
that's,
so,
you know
yeah.
that's what it's doing. It's not gonna come at you with, like, a punch. So it's gonna do its, like, fucking gut karate kick, and if you just sidestep that and just kind of jump on it, I reckon, you know, after that.
It's
and I
like-
think I'd make a, like, a necklace out of the head bit, because I think that's fair. Like, I'm not gonna go out and shoot one with a gun, but if I'm forced to fucking fight a fucking thing like that to the death, you know,
It's just-
I win its head.
It's like a fucking boss battle in like a hard game at first. Like you'll get its pattern down.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you avoid that first 1 or 2 hits, then you're good.
And then I get drops.
Yeah. Sweet cassowary drops. I reckon cassowaries would have some sweet loot. They're from the fucking dinosaur age.
Well, I'd get, like, effectively a dinosaur claw and whatever the head thing is. And I don't know what the head...
You could attach it to yourself, like, and then you could be like Yondu.
Ah, that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe cassowaries are Yondu.
That's possible.
They are blue.
He really is like the fucking cassowary of space pirates. Alright, well, we'll leave you with that thought. Fuck off.
Keep It Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know